After participating in several escape rooms, I decided that I wanted to try my hand at creating my own that was fun for my friends and family, but also didn't break the budget. What you see here is what I used to create a kitchen-themed escape room for $25. I'd say the most expensive part of this was probably these two combination locks that I got for $10, and then this toy pizza that I got for $5. The rest of the items on here I found at random thrift stores, or I had scrap pieces of stuff laying around my house that I used. The other thing that I like to consider whenever I'm making an escape room, I like to think about the space that I'm using and figure out fun aspects of the space to exploit for the escape room. And so in this particular kitchen where I was making the escape room, something that's really fun is that you have these bolsters that they just look like a normal decorative bolster on here, but they're actually pull-out spice racks. So as soon as I found this out, I knew this was something I wanted for sure to incorporate in the escape room. There's also another kind of a fun reveal in this escape room, but I'm gonna let you keep watching to see what that one is. I also like to do experiences or puzzles that someone would normally not be able to do in like a professional escape room where they'd go somewhere and pay someone to do it. And so some of those things in this escape room are, in here, this is just a little ice pack I got for about 25 cents at a thrift store. I cut a notch in it, drained out all the gel stuff, and then if you hold it up to the light, you can see there is a key frozen in the ice in there. And so the contestants have to run this under hot water to thaw it out and get the key out for one of these locks in the escape room. Another thing that I did that's kind of unique and goes along with the kitchen theme is that at one point inside this container, when they unlock it, they find a little white note card. And it's a pretty boring message. It says reservation at White Linen for Saturday. There's no other apparent information on there. And so it leaves people wondering, well, what's this about? Well, at other places in the escape room, there are other random clues in drawers or cabinets or whatever. So White Linen equals $3.50, reservation equals bake me, and then inside one of these inside this recipe box on the back of one of these regular recipes, it says Saturday equals 10 minutes. So if you put those three together, it's a cipher for this. So this reads, bake me at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. And so if the contestants realize that it's literal instructions, they will stick the card inside of the oven and bake it at 350 for 10 minutes, and it will come out looking like this. A little bit browned on this side, but on the back side will be a secret message as part of the escape room. Now, you might be wondering, how did I get something to look so nice on there? It's actually pretty simple. I just took a piece of scrap wood I had in my garage, and then this is just some foam sheet you could get at any craft store. And I had a friend who had a Cricut machine. She cut out this design that I made, and I took a normal kitchen sponge, soaked it with lemon juice, and then stamped this on in here to fill it with the lemon juice, stamp it on the card, and then when you bake it, the lemon juice has a reaction to the heat and is revealed. So this card actually has the stamp on it right now, but you can't see it. The lemon juice is on there. Once it dries, it's basically invisible. So that's a really fun reveal once people realize, wait, I actually have to bake this. And so I really enjoy seeing people's reactions when they do that. As far as this pizza, the way this works is it's a fun pizza because it comes apart in pieces. It's Velcro pieces, but on the back there's different colors and parts of a math equation. And in order for someone to get the correct answer to this math equation, they have to put the correct colors in sequence. So throughout the escape room, there's also these clues hidden about, once again, cabinets, drawers, whatever it might be, taped to the underside of cabinets. And this tells them, for instance, the yellow piece goes next to the green piece, or the blue piece goes next to the red piece. So once they have all these, they know the order to put the pizza in, they complete the math equation, and then they get the combination for one of the other locks. Something else, this was, I have a unique situation in that I have a friend who has a 3D printer, and he agreed to print this for me. It's just a canister. I put a little label of salt on there, but it's actually a cylinder maze. So as you pull this out, there's actually a pin in this sleeve part, and you have to get the pin through the maze to get this out. Now, the fun thing about this particular one is there's actually 3 different levels of this maze. So once you pull this one out, there's another cylinder inside of that one with another maze, and another cylinder inside of that with another maze, to finally get the end clue at the end. The other clue that I had was I used these magnet pieces from my kids' play set, and they had to This is the numbers for a combination lock, and they would have found this card at a different point in the escape room that tells you the order to put the numbers in. I disguised some. I put this on the fridge with a bunch of other magnets. I put this on the underside of a cabinet, and then this number is actually one of the other more fun challenges, puzzles that I made, is that this thing that is supposed to look somewhat like a cutting board, but it's pretty clear it's not. I just took some scrap pieces of plywood out of my garage, and then I actually bought a used Jenga set at a thrift store, and I used the Jenga pieces on the outside to construct it because it made it a lot easier to have uniform pieces. But then on the inside of this, there is actually a maze of pieces, and this number 8 is inside of there. The players had to use the magnet to guide that number 8 through the maze and eventually get it outside of this hole right here. So once they had all 3 of these numbers and the corresponding paper to tell them the color order, they were able to unlock one of the padlocks. And then something else that I used was that I had these different indicators hidden in the silverware drawer, so if they looked underneath each of those silverware items, they'd find the numbers, which also helped them solve this clue. So that's pretty much in a nutshell the escape room that I made. Now, once I got all my clues together, it's kind of fun to have like a story or a theme to it. And so I did print out this little story. It's a little story about how the contestants are heirs to a famous chef, and he's left his secret recipe behind, but they have to figure out the secret, the tricky puzzles to find the secret recipe. So it's just kind of a fun way to do it. But then there is also 2 clues hidden inside of this. One of the clues is actually these bolsters, which is referring to the spice cabinets I showed you earlier. And then another clue is for something else. And then the last clue that I forgot to mention earlier is that I have these 3 transparent sheets, and if you line them all up together, you'll see that they make a pattern of different oval shapes. Sorry, I'm not doing a great job right here, but so it kind of looks like paper clips, but this is actually a clue to look for something that looks like that here in the kitchen, and then they'll find another thing. So when you're doing the escape room experience, it's fun to do it as close to what someone would actually experience in a real setting, like if they were to go pay somewhere to do it. So one of the things that I do is that I'm actually in another room providing hints to the contestants, and the way I do that is in my case, I had access to a little baby monitor camera. You might see it over there in the window. And so I'm able to watch the contestants and hear them as they're going throughout the escape room, trying to figure it out. I do the rule, all the contestants have to raise their hand at the same time if they want to get a hint. But yeah, it's just really fun to do escape rooms. It's a great way to give gifts to people instead of actually escaping. You're unlocking something. Hey guys, while editing this video, I realized I forgot a pretty crucial piece of information, and that is that even if you have really fun puzzles and really cool things to solve, it's not going to be a good escape room unless you have a good way of sequencing them all together. Because if you have a puzzle that someone solves and they're able to effectively skip a large portion of the escape room by solving it, then it's not a good sequence. And that's one of the most challenging parts of putting an escape room together. Now, in my last video, I kind of went through a formula that I used to kind of link everything together, but it was still really confusing and I had to spend a lot of time putting it together. So when I made this escape room, I wanted to figure out if there's a way to make it smoother, quicker, and easier to put together. So what I did was I figured out what all my clues were, my icebox with the key, all the different puzzles. And then I went to artificial intelligence, I went to ChatGPT, and I went into detail explaining each of the puzzles and clues, how to solve them. And then I asked ChatGPT to sequence them all together in a way that contestants couldn't skip any of the other steps in order to solve the whole thing. And it took a few back and forth prompts to be able to get it to really understand what I wanted, but it really did speed up the process a lot and made it a lot less of a headache for me. Now, there was a point where I realized I needed one extra clue, and I actually tried to see if ChatGPT would give me a clue or whatever. And I did find that ChatGPT was not good at putting puzzles together, because I'd ask it like, come up with a clue using these themes or whatever, and it would give me these really random things that didn't really make sense, or it would give me a clue that contestants would have had to have some sort of knowledge about. Oh, well, if this cipher uses this letter of this, and like it was just really confusing. I would not recommend going to ChatGPT to actually give you the clues or come up with the clues yourself, just for sequencing them all together.
Ooh, nice. You almost got a whole pizza. This might be something. It's got like lines on it. Oh, here's another one.
Which flavor?
Got another one.
Ooh.
Together. See if that shows anything. Oh, there's this thing. It's a magnet.
Ooh, where'd you find that?
It was getting what? Like 6 things in a row, like dots in a row. So we have enough yet. What about this guy? This is this. Is it the other one? Well, that's cool.
Hey.
All right, Todd's upgraded
somewhere.
his
There we go.
secrets.
There we go.
Okay. Something obvious missing.
So there's another piece of pizza.
Oh, good call.
So the yellow goes over there. We just need the last piece of
Definitely gotta be a clue. Hint. Oh, these guys. These are the same, but.
Oh! Look at that.
Pizza slice and
And
another
the
box.
Hey.
Okay, very sneaky, Todd. All right. There's the $21.99. You can try that as well. Okay.
Spin it.
Oh, there it is. We did it.
You sneaky Todd.
You sneaky Todd. Well, that doesn't even make any sense, though.
Yeah, it does, because then you can
Okay.
put it there.
Ha-ha! Got it.
That worked.
Yes.
Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Reservation at White Linen for Saturday.
Saturday equals 10 minutes. Okay.
That's it? 50
Oh.
for 10.
We're supposed to bake this, right? Set on fire. Okay.
What?
Okay, we're doing it.
What?
The sketch is on fire, Todd.
What are
This
you
is all
doing?
You.
You can't do this.
We're doing it.
Are you really doing this?
We're doing it. 350 for 10 minutes.
Hey, Todd, we're baking paper. Are you not worried right now?
I'm worried.
I didn't do it. The camera will show. This is all you. Great. Taped on our backs. Directly at.
What? Up here. Wait, use the thing on it.
I thought that was like part of the house, dude.
Okay, then you gotta like slide it probably.
You're baking paper.
Have you checked that? I don't see anything on it.
I don't think you should be doing that.
But Todd hasn't stopped me, so it's fair game.
Oh, there it is.
Nice.
8.
Probably goes with that. I'm starting to smell something.
Is it supposed to like reveal like a
I think so. I feel like
like an invisible ink or something?
I think so. I don't actually know, but I'm just gonna assume. So we got measuring cup is equals 9, which is the same thing as so now we have this over here. So we've got plate, we've got this.
There's no like specific number. Oh, the note card's done.
I mean, it's only done preheating. We're supposed to do it for 10 minutes. Oh, I found it! Guys!
Find the plate?
Okay, we need a saucepan.
Oh, we did need to bake the paper.
There it is.
Wow. Look at that.
There it is. I think this is it, guys.
Oh. There's a key
inside of it. So crafty. How do you get the key out?
There it is.
Yes, we got it. This is so easy. Only 3 minutes of searching. Salt. That feels like a tricky thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a whole like
This is gonna take a while.
puzzle. I'm trying 9379. Let's see if that works.
Oh!
Yes, we opened it.
How did
Let's
I
do
know
it.
that was gonna happen?
Yay!
Good job,
Good job, guys. Good job. Woo!